was a performance that deserved 3 points, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think in the first half we had multiple chances. Yeah, I think obviously there's not many teams that can create that much against Liverpool, so credit to us. And yeah, I think it was probably deserved the 3 points, so happy to be able to help and contribute.
What do you think the key was to creating so many chances against a team like Liverpool, as you say?
Yeah, I think we're just hard to play against. You know, we've got a nice, resilient group. Obviously, we work together, and we've got threats and talent up front and in midfield. So we know we're going to hurt any team we play against. And today it all clicked for us, and thankfully we were able to get the 3 points.
And as you showed, although you don't want to be there, real strength off the bench as well today.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, everyone's fighting for positions. We all want to play. We all want to contribute. So whether I get 5, 10, 15, 90, I'm always going to try and contribute and give the best to the team.
You're the last unbeaten team in the Premier League now. Do you feel you're onto something here? Do you feel there's something special happening this season?
Yeah, we're just going to take it one game at a time. Obviously, like I said, we've got a really good group. We achieved a lot last season and started really well this season. So we want to keep pushing and want to try and bring more success to this club for the fans.
Well done today.
Thank you very much.
Game on. A few of us in the studio were thinking, why has he put Eddie Nketiah on when it's 1-1? Why has he not made it a bit more defensive?
Well, that's right. And if you want to put Eddie Nketiah on, for sure you take Mateta off. But he saw that he liked the energy. His energy was really good. And for small moments like that, Eddie Nketiah can produce.
Now, Robbie, we have seen this film so many times when the big boys like Liverpool come back and get either the equaliser or the winner. And today it looked like 7 out of the last 8 games they'd scored 83rd minute or later. Either a winner or equaliser. Happened again today, and we thought, oh, that's the story.
And that's why you have to give credit to Oliver Glasner, who kept going, who was positive and has got the goal. It's a goal that damages Liverpool, that 5 straight wins, couldn't turn it into 6, but doesn't half give some hope to the chasing pack. And by the way, leading the chasing pack is Crystal Palace, who now sits second in the Premier League, based on beating the champions. So it was a day when Palace wouldn't take the narrative, when Palace kept going, when actually Palace, in terms of shots and chances, were the better team. We thought at 1-1 Liverpool have come back and maybe that's it, we're waiting for the late goal. Absolutely unbelievable scenes from Crystal Palace.
Especially in that first half, Tim. Liverpool looked so out of sorts today.
Yeah, and they were getting picked apart, if I'm being honest. Palace was playing... I don't think they get enough credit, if I'm being honest, because Palace sells a lot. Brighton has this great reputation of selling and bringing players through. Palace have done a brilliant job of balancing that squad so they can continue to compete after last year's success.
A reminder, Crystal Palace are 12 unbeaten in the Premier League for the first time in their history. But did you think, when Chiesa, and after a big forensic views, goal stood, that Liverpool somehow were going to get something out of it?
Definitely. Definitely. We all know that Liverpool finish games very well. They have done this season, and they finished this game well. So a bitter pill to swallow conceding in injury time. They know how it feels to score in injury time. Now they know how it feels to concede. But it was a lovely ball in, this was. Just floated in. Mo Salah goes up, might flick his arm. That's what VAR were looking at. Hard to be conclusive. And he was getting pulled back at the time. Because it wasn't conclusive, I think they let it go. And Chiesa, as many times when you hit one in the corner, you tend to scuff it in there. But he's starting to make an impact off the bench. And definitely Liverpool would have thought that's at least our unbeaten run continuing, even if it was only 1 point, but Palace had other ideas.
Yeah, that's his second goal off the bench as a Premier League substitute this season. Talking of which, enter Eddie Nketiah. He's only ever scored 3 times in the Premier League in a Palace shirt. What a moment for him personally as well as the team this was.
Yeah, but we know how good this Crystal Palace team is on set pieces. Long throw. Can you win the first one? Can you get the flick? Can you win the second one? Will Hughes does brilliantly, and then Guéhi wins that one, and it's a great finish. And that's what Nketiah said it there. They're hard to play against. They make it difficult. Look, you got to win these second balls. You win one there, and then you win that one. That little flick. He's onside, and Nketiah, great little chest and great finish.
Frimpong didn't know where he was. He got the wrong side of him. Do you know, in the lead up to it, Don Hutchison said in commentary, but Kirk has had an opportunity to not give that throw in away. They shouldn't be given a set piece in the last seconds of the game. Could have cleared it with his right foot. He lets it run across his body and then swings it out for a throw in. Really goal, and Arne Slot won't be happy with that.
Yeah, pleased to report that Oliver Glasner's hamstring is absolutely fine as well.
He didn't know where he was going, did he?
After that celebration, no. He needed a sat-nav at the end of that. Liverpool, did they struggle physically at times defensively today for you?
Well, I don't know whether it was tiredness. I mean, they rested a fair few players in midweek in the Carabao Cup.
Well, they weren't their usual selves, were they?
They weren't their usual selves, but whether you can blame it on tiredness or anything, we are early in the season. I mean, I'd be hesitant to blame it on that. I mean, Konate in the first half didn't know what he was doing. I can't say that was because of rustiness or tiredness or anything else like that. We've seen 1 or 2 performances from him this season that have been quite similar. So Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use that excuse. I would definitely give praise to Crystal Palace. They're a proper team. They're not, I mean, you mentioned how many games they've gone unbeaten. They beat Liverpool, obviously, early in the season, the Community Shield. It wasn't a fluke. So I would be more inclined to say Palace played particularly well.
And probably Arsenal on the team flight or just arriving at the team hotel on Tyneside at the moment ahead of that game at Newcastle tomorrow. What a fillip that is for them.
Steve, that's the best feeling. Jim, when you see your rivals lose on the way to the game tomorrow, so they'll be absolutely buzzing with that. And to be fair, Liverpool weren't at their best of it. Crystal Palace deserved to win that game.
OK, let's continue our...
I mean, there's going to be one last chance for Crystal Palace. Jefferson Lerma is going to launch this ball into the box from a deep throw-in. Richards up, Lacroix's up, Mateta's there, Nketaih, wow, defend this. You've got to remember, Konate's off the pitch, it's a long throw. Flit. Will Hughes keeps it alive. It's fallen through Nketaih! Hey, who said old school throw-ins have gone out the window? No, he's flicked on at the front post. Eddie Nketiah brings it down onto his chest. Left foot, rocket spin to the back of the net. He had an opportunity with his head early on. Game over, 2-1 Crystal Palace. It certainly is the biggest test of the season, Simon. 2-1 to Crystal Palace.
What an amazing moment for the former Arsenal man. Eddie Nketiah has grabbed the winner at Selhurst Park in the dying moments, and just as Liverpool had hauled themselves back into it with another late show, it's Palace with the late show today, and it looks like they're going to equal that club record of 18 games unbeaten, but they won't care about that. They'll care about the fact that they have made it 2 wins out of 2 against Liverpool this season. Remember, winners on penalties in the Community Shield way back in August, and they have hit the front in the 97th minute at Selhurst Park. A long throw into the box, and Eddie Nketiah from the flick on, able eventually to put it in the back of the net. Just wondering if we're going to look at a possible offside, but I think it is going to be tight. It is going to be tight.
Oh, yeah, he's onside.
He's on. He has to be on. Surely they're not going to go to VAR on that one. Crystal Palace leading Liverpool by 2-1. Still waiting for not Simon, he was the Chelsea man, still hoping for Chris Kavanagh to blow the full-time whistle. Eddie Nketiah looking on at the moment, looking at the referee to see if that whistle's going to be blown. There might be a check, Dorse, by the look of it. He looked onside. He's confident
this is so tight. So there's a couple of phases in it. It's flicked on at the front post. Then it's headed out to Will Hughes. He keeps it alive. He puts it back into the box. And I don't know if it's Mateta, someone else flicks it on, and it's that second flick that he might just be onside. Gravenberch might be the one that's playing up. I mean, but take nothing away from this finish when it comes into his chest. He takes it away from the defender, and all in one motion with his left foot. Lovely strike through Alisson's legs. Chris Kavanagh. Mike, over to you. Do you think it's onside? It's tight. It's so tight.
I mean, will you have an automated offside? It'll be quicker than what it normally would be, but it's a goal.
Goal! 2-1 to Crystal Palace.
You was going to say goal, weren't you, Mike?
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at the fact of the score, no. But you were doing that.
Yeah.
You were doing that.
You know, straight there, sorry.
Well on.
Yeah, well on. Gravenberch is left hand field.
See the image.
Game over. What a game of football. 2-1 Crystal Palace. Brilliant.